Hey everyone, Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Today I wasn't going to post a video, but I've been working on my stitch book this weekend quite a bit. And yesterday I have a video on a new weave that we worked on. I'm going to show that to you real quick in case you haven't seen it. Also, you can check out the description area below. I will add the playlist to the stitch books and the different weaves that we're exploring this month. And yesterday I made this weave, and off camera the Saturday before I showed a weave that, and I went and used that same weave on this mushroom right here. This is off-centered a little bit. I'm going to go back once I cut this out. I may go ahead and add it beforehand. I'm going to add like a little swing right here. I thought that would be so cute. I wanted something that reminded me of my childhood in my stitch book, and one of them was swings. I love swinging. That was a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do next, or this coming Friday, it's Sunday, I'm going to do a little painting on this muslin, and I'm going to do a little painting to fill that in right in there. So that's going to be a video. I'm going to do that Friday instead of Felting Friday. I've put Felting Friday on hold for a few weeks or so, just because these projects, I want to get this done before the end of the month. And then I'm going to announce the new prompt. I'm debating if I should announce it next Saturday. We have 2 more Saturdays in this prompt. I may go ahead and announce it next Saturday so you have time to prepare for it, because it's going to be a really fun prompt. So anyhow, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this aside. And this weekend we are stitching mushrooms and weaving mushrooms, as I should say. So this is the page I'm going to put it on. Let me show you real quick before we go on to the next thing here. And I'm just using, this is like a t-shirt, and I'm just using some gauze. Probably going to stitch down and then add the mushrooms. I was thinking about taking some scrap. I still have a bit of this fat quarter left, not much. Or I could maybe take some of these scraps here and just cut it out a little bit and maybe put this down a little bit over the gauze. Create more of a landscape here. So this is what I'm just thinking about. And so there's this one too. Kind of maybe add some pattern to it. So this is what I'm just... Also, you don't have to, with this prompt, y'all, I am a mixed media artist, but I'm doing embroidery. I'm not adding like glue or anything like that. I'm just stitching everything down. First of all, I weaved it on this fabric so you can see it better as I'm weaving it. Also, because I'm going to be doing some painting. If you don't want to do that, just get your whatever fabric you want to use and do your weave stitching on that fabric. There's no rules really. So it's, you know, it's your project, it's your piece, and there's no pressure. So I was thinking, kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to use this. I'm just kind of experimenting here. This piece may be a little too big for this. So I could just go and something like this. Just add a little little interest. And it looks different whenever you start stitching. It does give a different look. So I might not keep that. I'm just trying to, just playing with this a little bit. going to might not even do this, but I just want to show you. You can just add like whatever, just like a little strip of this, maybe for color. Just kind of go in here, kind of. But I'm just gonna play around with this, and I might not even use that fabric. I could do this like here, because the mushrooms, I'm gonna place the mushrooms right in here, perhaps, and then do some stitchery and things like that. I could go back and even maybe like let's see. So I'm going to add this one, and I'm probably going to go, I am working, let me show you, I'm trying to add some bit more. I don't know if this is going to be tall, this is going to be smaller, but I might even go back and cut. So instead of doing like the weave on this one, I'm going to add some stitching like right in here, and then maybe do like the weave right here and add it here, and that will be a smaller one. I feel like this one may be just a tad bit too big, and this one perhaps, I don't know. So I'm just playing around with it and seeing. Not stressing out about it. Okay, so today I'm going to work on this piece. I might go ahead and take all this off because it will keep falling out if I put it right there. So I'm going to work on this landscape today, and I wanted to show you real quick too. When I showed this weave stitch, I was working left to right, and I just kept doing that, and that's because I like really wonky stitches or weaves. But when you're weaving too, you can work left to right, right to left, and then every other one you, like say I'm going left, I'm starting with left to right, then I can go right to left, left to right, right to left when I weave that through. So that's totally, you know, whatever the look that you're going for. And I meant to say that in the first video when we made these. But yeah, it's just whatever you prefer. So yesterday, it was like yesterday afternoon, I guess, somewhat. Next Saturday we're going to be exploring variations, yeah, but we're also going to be combining our weave stitches a bit. And I did that here. I did a different, well, this is more of a variation of the attached weave. And I do have a tutorial on that, so definitely check that out. And here I did the stem stitch to form the circle. I did running stitch, the lace running stitch, and then I did the attached weaving. This is the attached weaving right through here, and I just brought it out beyond the circle. And that is super fun. And I used some of my painted paper or fabrics and a piece of scrap from Julie Booth's textile. She's an artist, and I have some of her scrap fabrics. And I do have a video, I believe I posted it last Sunday, on prep for stitch play. That's a great video. It gives you some ideas and stuff. So this piece came from that. So I really like how that turned out. So, and I finished, this piece is finished. So you can do so many different things with these type of stitches. And actually it goes like this, I think. Yeah, I did a attached weave and I did a half weaving and left some of the circle with just the running stitch. And so I have so much fun with these that I'm really considering next year. Jerry Blaney, I think that's how you say her last name. She has a YouTube channel. She has this whole video on stitching a dot a day on her channel, and it's absolutely fantastic. What I'm thinking of doing, see, I have another idea for is maybe doing a dot a day, but having like doing weaving through it and doing like different sizes. I thought that would be so much fun to do that. And then I'm also really we're going to do a prompt, and it's coming soon, and it's going to be the log cabin blocks. It's going to be a prompt, but we're going to do something a little different with that. I'm still working that out. That would be another fun project to do once a day, but that's actually going to be a prompt for the month. But I'm really considering next year starting doing one of these a day. And then at the end of the year, it would be like over 300 of these. That would be absolutely fantastic, and create something with it or use it in multiple projects. So I'm still working that out. But I hope you follow along with that next year. I have a lot planned next year. I'm gonna put this aside. And this is another stitch book. I did the weave. This was last year. I made this last year. I think it was last summer or fall that I made that one. So, oh, and this one, I know I need to get working on this, y'all, but I just kind of want to show you some of the projects that I want to do something with this piece. Still haven't. So this one, this is the weave. Did we do this weave last Saturday? I think we did. I can't remember. I think this was the weave, if I'm not mistaken, y'all. These weeks, these are blending together. So I'm going back and I'm doing slow stitching on this piece, and I'm doing a variation of the attached weave through here, and I'm going to add more color. I'm not done yet. I've got a lot more work to do on that, but look at all that stitching. Isn't that incredible? Like, I love the ripples that it creates. I was going to put like a little house here and make a collage house out of this, but I was like, no, I really just want to do a lot of slow stitching on this piece. So that this particular weave is so much fun to make. Put that aside. So what I'm going to do with this piece, this is all the yarn I have on this color. I think Liz says she was actually she had some, she might give me some. So, and she's a friend of mine. We get together and we have like a knit stitch time together at a local coffee shop. It's really fun. So, I was thinking I meant to make this a little bigger, but I'm actually glad I made this small because I'm thinking of stitching in a tree here. I could do it here, even though I have the grass here. It might look better right here, so that way I can do some branches versus doing it here. Well, I can still... I don't know. I feel like I might need to go ahead and let's try it here. So, yeah. So I'm thinking about doing some of the split stitch, stem stitch. Make that a little higher because I'm gonna go back possibly and do some roots My desk chair squeaks, and I apologize for that. Okay, should I do the stem stitch? I think I'm going to do a variation of stitches for the trunk. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. Thinking here. Could be like I'm doing a back stitch, but instead of bringing it all the way through, I think I'm going to... Hope you can see this. Let me, you know what? I'm going to put this away. I get tired of it sliding. Okay. So I'm gonna... It's a bit cumbersome right there, isn't it? Okay, actually I'm gonna do it sideways, so I hope that doesn't confuse you. So I'm gonna bring this up. Oh, it's just gonna curl. I'm gonna go right kind of in the middle here. I do a back stitch. Just as long as I get it stitched down, you know? So with the tree, I'm not going to do like a straight line. The tree trunk, you know, because trees have... They're not always straight. So I'm going to do a back stitch and then maybe do a split stitch. Go in the middle here. There's so many different ways you can create a tree trunk. I think that's something we're going to explore later on. Might make these stitches a tad bit bigger. Let's see. So I'm using sock yarn. This is hand dyed. This is all I have left of this. I'm hanging on to this one. It's great. I believe Liz got it at Eat Sleep Knits. I think that's where she got it. Okay, I'm gonna do a split it here. Let me see where we're at, because I'm going to do a branch going that way. And kind of, it's going to be interesting doing a branch there going, might go higher. Let's see. About right. Yeah, let's do that. So the great thing about, I like stitching too, if you're not pleased with something, you can either go back and kind of cover it up, like with another variation. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. With a variation of stitching, like filling it in, or you can even take it out, you know. Whatever you need to do. Did a back stitch there. Go here, like so. Maybe do like a, let's see, do like a little, so that looks good. So what I want to do, there's like a little space right there. I'm just going to go and fill that in and then continue the trunk. That looks good. So what you can do when you're, I'm going to continue this a little bit, you can create on either side, create like, you know, these little branches and get as many as you want. Now this is a skinny trunk. You can do fuller ones as well. I can go back right beside it and keep building it to make, you know, but I don't know if I'm going to do that with this one, but we will see. And I'm going to show you the stitch I'm going to use to create leaves. I'll go this way a little bit, just slightly, because it's looking a little too straight for my taste. So once you fill in, start adding leaves, I can go back and add some more branches. It really makes a difference. So if you feel like, oh, this just looks really odd, you can seriously go back. It's not really, it's gonna look good when you're finished. So I'm gonna add here a little bit. Back down, or go over. Bringing my needle right, kind of doing a split like that. Maybe out this way a little bit. We'll see how that looks. It's cute. Go down about right here. So that's a pretty good, sometimes like pine trees are like really tall, and sometimes they won't even have any branches on most of the trunk, but when you get to the taller parts, that's where all the branches and leaves and stuff like that are. That's how they are in the state I live in. A lot of them are like that. We have a lot of pine tree farms. It's fun driving by them. So let's go down a little bit more. Trying to think where, okay. So what I'm gonna do, add this, and then I'm gonna maybe make the trunk a little bit wider. So what I could do is add, when I go back and add the leaves, I can maybe bring it a little fuller out here. I could add like a longer branch right there if I wanted. Let's try something. I don't have much of this yarn left, but we will see. I kind of like it like that. Gonna go try to make this a little. Just a tad bit wider, not much. Oops. Because since I'm using sock yarn, this is a very small yarn. About right there. It's interesting. I absolutely love trees. Like, I really love trees. But I don't stitch them. I don't create them as much. When I was a child, even as an adult, I would constantly create trees with colored pencil crayons, or if I would sketch them constantly. But as far as stitching, I feel like I've kind of shied away from that a little bit. It's really interesting, and it's just something I really want to break out and break free from, and just really explore them. Because, I mean, they're just absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and I really love looking at ancient trees too, trees that are really old. Okay, so it's not too much wider, but it's looking good. Now what I can do, because I'm almost out of this yarn, trees, even the trunks, you know, they all have like the shades of color can be different. There can be many shades. So I can go back with different colors of like earth tone colors and, you know, neutral browns and maybe some like slight golds or whatever, and really create a really interesting trunk. I don't have much space on this page to do that, but when that future projects, that's one of the things we're going to be exploring. So if I don't have enough of this to do the roots, which I should, I could use another color if I need to. I need to adjust this. There. And go on this side. Here. You can create some really awesome roots with stitching. I've seen some people, embroiderers, and I've seen their posts are absolutely extraordinary. I mean, just extraordinarily beautiful. Like, wow. Very talented. Go back here a little bit. Start working my way back so I can do some on the other side. Go back over here. It's definitely wonky. I definitely might go. What I might do, I'm having so much fun with this, is like go with a different, I'm just about done with this. Let's go back, maybe, and make this a little wider, and kind of like work on the stitches a little bit of the roots. And of course I'm going to fill this in with more grass, and still not sure about this. I really like this, but I think I need to go and kind of, it does look a little off, doesn't it? It doesn't, but it's okay. This could be a whimsical piece, you know what I mean? Okay. With yarn, I'm not going to like try to, yarn actually stays put pretty well. And this piece is a piece of fabric, a piece of linen that I painted, and I used acrylics. So Thursday or Friday we'll be doing a little bit of that for the mushrooms. So I'm just taking, this is 2 strands of DMC floss, and it's 310, and this is like black, it's a shade. So, and what I do, I'm not going to take this, I just pulled here, and I'm keeping it like this as long as I can, and yeah. So as far as birds goes, I'm not really this is another thing, I don't practice a whole lot. So I'm gonna create, like, I'm doing the fly stitch for a bird, but I'm not going to give it like a tail, if you will. See, I might bring that just kind of like that down a little bit. So I'm going to bring my needle right above this thread right here. Just slightly, there we go, like that. So instead of creating what I call the Y, like bringing it down, so I'm going to literally bring the needle to the other side of that strand and bring it down. And that's how I'm going to do my bird, kind of in flight a little bit. Just the appearance, it's not really a bird, like, you know what I mean, like real high in the sky. You see birds soaring, and sometimes they're so high you really can't make out their form, but you see, a bit. That's what I'm doing here. If you're a stitcher, and you've probably done this many times. Just gonna go here. Like so. And maybe, since I'm gonna add leaves and stuff, I might go over here. Kind of go up a little bit. So I'm just kind of like there's a loop. just kind of, I'm not the best at doing this. I'm really not. I'm just, ta-da! I think that actually looks cute. So, I have a lot of this left so I can use it in other projects. I wonder if you can see that okay. See, like little birds. Oops. Nope, that wasn't it. That's... I'm trying to think where I'm gonna put that. I'm working with linen here as my base, so it's very soft, delicate. And I do, in the last video, I talk about this a little bit. Okay, so that's actually looking pretty good. I'm gonna put this right here. Let me see how much time we have. So we've been going for like 36 minutes, so that's like super cute. This is really coming, this almost looks like a coat rack, y'all. And I'm definitely going to be going back with more color and kind of, I might bring it down here a little bit. And in the last video of this, yesterday I showed, or I think it was yesterday, or was it? Yeah, or something, I showed adding grass. I'm not sure about this yet. I might actually make this a little higher or just completely cut that out or just leave it. What I'll do is decide last after I get this other stuff that I want to get done. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to take some crochet thread. I'm thinking about either doing for the leaves French knots or doing the lazy daisy, like the, you know, or like the little bit of the chain stitch, but just one chain. I don't know. Or I could do just like a little tiny, a whole bunch of series of like a straight stitch. Or do like a variation of French knots and the straight stitch. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. So there's, I mean, there's different things you can do by creating. I'm not probably going to create a lot of leaves. I'm trying to decide, like, what do I don't know. But we'll just playing with it. Okay, so what I can do, this is a very thin thread, so we'll see how it shows up with this background. See, I just kind of, see, I'm not holding this really tight. I'm just loosely just keeping that thread in piece, our place like that, and then, you know. Do 2, I did 3, I'm gonna do 2. Like that. Maybe do one over here. I'm not gonna make this too full. Maybe this tree can represent the season about to change, you know? Could do that. in there, kind of go. Maybe do like, I could add maybe a couple more, but I'm just going to keep it like this, I think. Make it wonky. Boy, it's really over here in the spine. That's making it a little more trickier. Making it trickier. More trickier. I hear my mother's voice. She taught English. She's always correcting our grammar. Okay. Maybe one right here. I think this actually looks kind of cool. It's got like a little whimsical type, you know? We had a storm last night and we had some like high gust of wind and a lot of the leaves came off the tree. But when the seasons change, when the leaves fall, when it gets to almost the end where everything becomes dormant during the winter time, you get down to those few little leaves hanging on. Oof, really in here in the spine. Okay, so what I could do, see, does that look cute? So what I'm going to do with the so I'm gonna do the same thing here, here, and here as I did up there. A good tip or something that I find, and I don't make these often, like I said, I don't do that. I should. And I've seen other embroiderers, stitchers, when they start it, they add the leaf here at a lot, like I did, and then they just kind of build their foliage or leaves around that. They start at the tip, so like there, 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 and then I guess that in a way gives you a guide for like a good composition, I guess, if you will. So that's what I'm just going to keep doing. This video is getting really long. And last time I said I film on my camera and I can't do long videos, I meant to say I film on my phone, and it does not do well with long videos, especially when I'm trying to upload it to YouTube. So this is turning out really cute. So I'm just going to do the same thing with these I did here. I am going to go add some grass, like especially in here. I might do like a little sidewalk to the door, maybe add some more roots. I could even go back through here with a different shade color and continue to build this trunk a bit. And then I might add a little French knots, a little flowers through here. And I'm still undecided about this. At the end, I think that's when I'll make my decision. So I actually like it. I mean, I could make another one, but not as in that shape as, maybe do a couple more. I don't know. I actually rather like it. It's different, It's odd, but it's different and it's cute. And it's pretty. It really is pretty. So we will see. So I hope this gave you some kind of like, if you're new to landscapes, this gave you a little bit of ideas. And my videos do build on each other, so we're really going to branch out and expand and get into some serious landscaping with these stitch books. So okay, well, I hope you like this video. I hope y'all have a good Sunday, and I appreciate you all. I appreciate you for watching, and this is a lot of fun to explore. Just have fun, play stitch. And I'm really not going to, if I feel like something you don't like, you don't have to stress over it. You can just take it out, like I said before. So anyways, so this is what I got. Let me know in the comment area if you work with making trees and things. And this is cute. I could even maybe add a smaller tree right in there. I can even add maybe tree there, or maybe like a vine. That would be cute. I'm just gonna keep playing with this, seeing what I come up with. So okay, I will see y'all tomorrow. We're working on a yarn bowl, and then Tuesday is the Scrappy Snippet Roll Challenge update. So okay, my best to you and yours. Bye for now.